Welcome back to McKiLL TV, and today we continue our retro gaming kick with yet another classic title from 1995 as we look back on Area 51 Arcade. Area 51 is an arcade-style shooter that was released in 1995 by Atari for the arcade cabinets, but the game was ported to home consoles and would release on Sony PlayStation, SEGA Saturn, as well as PC. Turns out Area 51 might have been the very first game I ever played on the PlayStation 1 console way back in '95, which is why I seem to have a strong nostalgia for this game, even though looking back at this game doesn't seem to really hold up very well with its corny live action characters and its straightforward heavy arcade style of gameplay. However, I feel most people hold this game in high regard for a game from this time period, and I would label it a classic, which is why we're looking back on it today. Here in Area 51, the player takes on the role of a member of the military's Strategic Tactical Advanced Alien Response Team known as STAR Team. The team's goal is to prevent an alien invasion of Area 51, which is under attack by an alien species known as Kron, and their alien-created zombie soldiers, which are the game's main enemies throughout. The game takes the player through several sections of the Area 51 facility, including the warehouse and the tunnels. The player character is tasked along with fellow Special Technical Advanced Alien Response team members to penetrate Area 51 and activate the nuclear self-destruct sequence. The player must defeat genetically modified zombie soldiers and aliens without harming any allied STAR members. Throughout the gameplay, there are 5 types of weapons available. While the player is only given a semi-automatic pistol in the beginning, weapon upgrades are available as targets. The pistol can be upgraded to an automatic machine gun, a pump shotgun, and finally an automatic shotgun. Grenade pickups are hidden in crates and in bonus rooms. When used, they destroy most of the on-screen enemies at once. And the player can hold a maximum of 9 grenades. In addition, yellow boxes and barrels marked with flammable warning symbol can be shot and cause fires and explosions to take out enemies as well. The player, by shooting certain objects in the correct sequence, players can unlock shooting exercises, weapon stashes, and bonus items that are not available in the main game plot. Other back doors allow players to warp ahead later levels instead of following the game's otherwise linear path. There are many types of alien and alien zombies, including ones that shoot, some that punch, others that fire rockets at you, and there are other ones that throw things like bricks, grenades, and barrels. There are also purple aliens and purple zombies that require more hits than other targets. There's also a secret game mode called Clone Hunt, which is unlocked after shooting the first on-screen STAR member 3 times at the beginning of the game. The game released and was largely underwhelming to critics, but however the game was well liked by players as it became a major hit for the time for Atari. And in 2005, Area 51 for the PlayStation 2 was released, which used the original Area 51 that we're looking at right now as inspiration, and is a game I would like to cover on this channel in the near future. The game would feature an intriguing multiplayer co-op mode across all ports. Area 51 was a major hit in arcades, selling over 20,000 cabinets. It was cited as the first step in a comeback for Atari games, which brought the company from the brink of financial collapse to being a major force in the arcade industry. However, most critics ignored the game's home console ports, as many see Area 51 as just being an arcade shooter that didn't translate well to consoles overall. But I would have to disagree, as the PlayStation port of the game did support the Konami Justifier gun controller, which made the game feel just like the arcade versions, at least as far as I could remember. I'm not so sure the game holds up today for most players, but I seem to have a soft spot for these old classic games. Even if they do seem a little corny and clunky nowadays, I grew up playing many of these games and have fond memories of these older games, which is why I love looking back on these types of titles. But if you're a gamer who likes these more retro games like this, I would recommend Area 51. It's a straightforward arcade-style action shooter from the 90s that you just might enjoy, but the game is fairly short as it can be completed in about 30 minutes or so. Overall, I remember really liking this game, and I played it mostly on the PlayStation 1 console. I had a really good time looking back at this title, as I do many classics just like this. If you enjoyed looking back on Area 51, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're interested in more classic and retro games, be sure to subscribe to McKiLL TV, as it is completely free to do so, and get notified whenever new videos come out just like this. But until next time, this has been McKiLL TV's Area 51 Retrospective.